a country with over 1 billion people, thousands of years of history, and the world's spiciest food. But behind the saris, samosas, and sacred rivers is a military that's so vast, so capable, and so battle-ready, you'd think it was coded by a Marvel villain. This is not the India you think you know. Because while some countries flex with parades, India just silently upgrades, drills in 3 climate zones, and prepares for war across land, sea, air, space, and cyberspace, all at once. So buckle up, because India's military might, it's on another level. Let's talk geography, because India doesn't live in a quiet cul-de-sac. It's in the world's most intense neighborhood. To the north, you've got China, nuclear-armed, high-altitude, and constantly eyeballing mountain borders. To the west, Pakistan, with decades of tension and history that could fill its own Netflix series. To the east, jungle borders with Myanmar, insurgent hotspots, and some of the toughest terrain on Earth. And to the south, the Indian Ocean, where everyone from the US Navy to Chinese submarines likes to just hang out. In other words, India is surrounded by drama. But here's the twist. While most countries would freak out, India builds a defense force designed for permanent pressure. Because peace is nice, but being unbreakable, that's better. India's army isn't just big, it's seasoned. With over 1.2 million active personnel and hundreds of thousands in reserve, it's one of the largest standing armies on the planet. But this isn't just about numbers, it's about experience. While some armies do war games in the desert once a year, Indian soldiers are literally fighting real skirmishes in the Himalayas, guarding borders at -30 degrees Celsius, and tracking insurgents through monsoon-soaked jungles. Imagine doing combat patrols with frozen eyelids or humidity so thick your socks turn into soup. That's Tuesday in the Indian Army. And then we get to the elite units. Para-SF, India's special forces that train to jump into war zones from 30,000 feet up. They go behind enemy lines and vanish like a WhatsApp status. Ghatak platoons, the army's pointy end of the spear. First in, last out, always loud. RR, Rashtriya Rifles. Fighting counterinsurgency operations 24/7. Not hypothetical, not training. Real combat, real bullets, real stakes. And they're not just trained for ground warfare. They're trained for multi-front conflict, from urban environments to mountain peaks higher than most planes fly. You want gritty? India's army defines it. Now let's talk sky supremacy. The Indian Air Force, or IAF, doesn't mess around. With over 1,500 aircraft, it's one of the biggest and most versatile air forces in the world. And it flies everything